Virgil's bladder was the size of an orange, and he was in extreme pain. The cost for surgery to unblock him, $3,000, upfront, no exceptions. The receptionist smiled. My teeth started chattering. I looked at my bank account. My husband looked at his. Virgil whining in his carrier. I start shaking and trying to hold it together. "Or you can euthanize him," she said. "That will be $200 including the visit." Pets become our family, and you don't even realize how far along it is until something happens that could change the comfort of the situation you're in. Let animals, my love, tell you the story. My cat Virgil. I talk about Virgil non-stop because he means so much to me. I hadn't even realized it until it was almost too late. I've had this boy since he was 1 month old. I went through the god-awful years of him being a feral kitten, which if you've never experienced, well, let's just say it was not easy. In the beginning, I spent many nights wondering if I could really handle it. He was a nightmare kitten, and he didn't actually calm down enough to pet until he was around 6 years old. It's been a very, very long ride. I love this cat. Of course I do. I adore him. One day, I saw him hop into the litter box, circle a little bit, and hop out again. He didn't do anything. I thought this was peculiar. He ran up to me a little bit later, and I picked him up. He hissed at me, and I dropped him. This isn't terribly unusual, but it hadn't happened since he was a kitten. Then, the screaming started. He jumped in the litter box and started screaming at the top of his lungs. I didn't know what to do. I worked at a vet, but I'd never seen this before. I did the best I could and was attacked and bitten every step of the way of trying to force him into the carrier to get him to the vet. My husband and I got into the car, and I will never forget my cat screaming at the top of his lungs the entire car ride, in fear and pain. We arrived at the vet, and my cat goes through the necessary tests, and the doctor diagnosed him as a blocked tom. In other words, Virgil had a struvite blockage that was making it impossible for urine to pass through his urethra. His bladder was the size of an orange, and he was in extreme pain. The cost of surgery to unblock him, $3,000, upfront, no exceptions. My teeth started chattering. I looked at my bank account. My husband looked at his bank account. Virgil whining in his carrier. I started shaking and trying to hold it together. "Or you can euthanize him. That will be $200 including the visit," she claimed with a massive smile. We left. I couldn't do it. We still had time. I went home and pulled out everything of value that could be pawned. The Tiffany's necklace my dad got me for graduation day? That's going. The other necklace from my dad? Yes. My engagement ring? Absolutely. We get to the pawn shop and I learn that it is gold by the ounce. It doesn't matter whether it has a brand name. It doesn't matter that one of the necklaces is encrusted with high clarity diamonds. Please, just give me $3,000 for all of it. It's worth at least 10. Please, it's for my cat. I'll give you $200. So, we went home empty-handed. I couldn't see the road to drive. I was crying so hard. I couldn't breathe. It's now 7 p.m. I waited too long and now my cat is going to die an agonizing death because I tried to save him. It's all my fault. I have to have him euthanized now. I search for vets open past 7 p.m. to do it. I have to, for him. I can say my goodbyes on the way. If only I didn't try and get the money. We will find a vet. I call them and they pick up. They tell me not to euthanize him just yet. They'll have a look at him. And you know what they did? They not only looked at him, but they told me the only goddamn thing that I ever needed to hear to give me faith in people again. Virgil will be fine. We'll work out a payment plan. You can just give us whatever you can afford. We don't care how long it takes to pay it off. And they only charged us $700. I fell to my knees and cried in front of the entire staff. They stayed open just for me. They saved my boy. I'm actually crying while I write this because I remember it so clearly. I remember that I loved my cat before this, but I never realized how much until the day he almost died. You don't know how much your pets really mean to you until something happens to them. So please, give them love and respect while they are still around. So, if you enjoyed our story today, please like and subscribe to our channel to get the latest stories from Animals My Love. Thanks for watching. Bye bye and see you soon.